indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Yes.
Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Pursuant to the requirement of the Open Public Meeting Act, Chapter 231, Public Law 1975, notice of this meeting was published in December 14, 2017 issues of the Nutley Sun, the Herald News, and the Star Ledger. A copy of this notice has been posted on the Nutley Town Hall Bulletin Board, and a copy is on file in the Municipal Clerk's office. Time is 7:13. Commissioner Rogers is absent, excused this evening. Commissioner Tucci?
Here.
Commissioner Evans?
Here.
Commissioner Petracco?
Here.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Here.
All present, Mayor, except for Commissioner Rogers. He's absent, excused this evening.
Before we have a moment of silence for the students and teachers in Parkland, Florida, I would like to ask Commissioner Petracco if he'd like to say a few words about Nutley.
Thank you, Mayor. Actually, I brought some notes tonight about this. Obviously, the Nutley Police Department has been working very diligently since last Thursday and throughout the weekend, and we're still on it. It's a pending investigation, so there's really not much I can say, unfortunately, because we don't want to hurt the investigation in any way. But I wanted to commend a few people, too. And the people that I really want to commend are the kids of the Nutley school system, because all of those promotions that we always put out as far as see something, say something, I have to say we were very fortunate that our kids took the initiative and brought it to their parents. That night I got many phone calls from the parents, and I instantly reported that to the police department. So I have to give kudos to the police department, the kids, the parents, all the administrators, and the Board of Ed also, because without them, this couldn't have been reported, and God only knows what we prevented here. With that being said, I know that there's been a lot of talk about what do we do from here, moving forward. I will say I will not mince my words. I am an advocate of putting cops into school systems. I did a little study, financial, about what that cost would be associated with doing it with Class 3 special police officers. Could be ran through the police department, and whatever that cost is associated with, if the Board of Ed picks it up, and I know that we have to have a conversation with them, and they have to be willing to do it, because I know the mayor's phone's been ringing, my phone has been ringing, and it's not a public safety decision if the cops go into the school. It's ultimately the Board of Ed's decision. So I have been in contact with some of our board members, and I really think it's a changing world. In light of what's going on in this country, it's very upsetting to all of us. As a father of a fourth grader, I know that I would feel more secure with having these cops in the schools at this time. So hold on, be calm. We are in a good place right now with this investigation. As the investigation evolves, and we're working with the prosecutor office as well, we'll be able to then release some more information. But right now, I'm happy to report we are in a safe place. So without anything else being said, I'll turn it back over to you with a moment of silence.
Commissioner, I just wanted to say that I think the police department and you responded very quickly. I think the Board of Education and the superintendent appropriately closed the schools, and it allowed us to be safe for that night. So kudos to your department. They did a great job.
Thank you.
And also to the students and parents who reported it.
Absolutely.
With that, if we just take a moment of silence for those in Florida. Thank you. I have to say we do this way too often.
Lately, it's very true, and it's very
Way
sad.
too often. Madam Clerk, minutes?
Yes, Mayor. Minutes for January 16, 2018. I need a motion, please.
Move minutes.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
executive session minutes for January 16, 2018, and for February 6, 2018, sessions 1 and 2.
Move them.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
And that's it for minutes.
Communications?
The VFW has submitted an application for a social fair permit for an event to be held on Saturday, March 3rd, 2018, from 2 p.m. to 7 p.m., located at 271 Washington Avenue. I need a motion.
Move it.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Conca Brothers, the Old Canal Inn, has submitted an application for an extension of premises for their St. Patrick's Day event on Saturday, March 17, 2018, for between the hours of 12 p.m. and 9 p.m. I need a motion.
Move it.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
And Holy Family Church has submitted a letter requesting permission to hold a 50-50 cash raffle on Sunday, September 23rd, at 9 p.m. at 28 Brookline Avenue.
Move it.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
And that's it for communications.
Commissioner Tucci, I'm going to turn it over to you before we go to reports.
Yes, thank you, Mayor. This is a bittersweet moment for the Township of Nutley. We have one of our premier families, and I'll take that liberty to label them that way because they deserve that type of recognition, who will be relocating to Arizona after being here in Nutley with us for 14 years. It's a wonderful, giving family. Both David Merritt, Yolanda Merritt, all of their children. What you've done in the short 14 years you were here has made a major impact on this community, and we will never forget any of you. We always want you to come back and visit when you're playing the Giants, all right, or when you're just passing through to say hello, because you will always be our friends and our neighbors, and you will always be welcome here. So having said that, I'm going to introduce this resolution on behalf of the entire Board of Commissioners, and I'll even take a little liberty and say probably on behalf of the majority of this entire township. Whereas David and Yolanda Merritt have been proud Nutley residents for 14 years, raising their 4 beautiful children, David Jr., Devin, Dawson, and Dyra, in our great township. And whereas both David and Yolanda Merritt gave generously of their time and dedicated work to the Nutley Department of Parks and Recreation in many capacities, and whereas Yolanda Merritt introduced the NFL flag football program to Nutley in 2006, is a member of the Recreation Oversight Committee and teaches the Nutley Recreation Zumba class, and whereas David Merritt has been a dedicated member of the community assisting in the screening process for the Junior Raider Recreation Program. He has been a member of the New York Giants coaching staff for 14 years, contributing to 2 Super Bowl championships in 2008 and 2012. And whereas David has announced his new position and relocation, coaching with the Arizona Cardinals for 2018, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, join with the citizens of Nutley to extend our sincere appreciation for the Merritt's dedicated service and best wishes for their continued success, happiness, and good health in the future. I very proudly move this resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
I'm just glad it's
Commissioner?
the Cardinals and not the Patriots.
Commissioner?
If I had some tissues, I'd be crying up here, Yolanda. But the Merritt family is this, it's, people say that if you're not born in Nutley, you're not really a true Nutleyite. But I have to tell you, you guys are Nutleyites, so when you go away, make sure you wear that title. And I can't express how I feel about your family on the microphone, so I love you guys, and I'm going to miss you dearly.
Going to echo the sentiments, Yolanda. Please pass them on to David. We're going to miss you here in Nutley. Good luck in Arizona with the Cardinals, and I think the Giants are going to miss you, miss your husband too. So good luck, and Commissioner?
Again, Yolanda, we can never thank your entire family for everything you've done for us. We appreciate it. We love you. You're part of our family. What else can we say? Would you please come up for a photo? Thank you, Mayor.
Reports, Commissioner Evans?
Yes, a report for the Code Enforcement Department for January 18th.
Bills, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. Bill list for February 20th, 2018. Public Affairs, $182,794.45. Revenue and Finance, $2,542,968.06. Public Safety, $170,917.26. Public Works, $74,977.66. Parks and Public Property, $249,476.63. Water Utility, $30,428.56. Total payroll, $855,209.20, for a grand total of $4,106,771.82.
Move the bills.
Second?
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
And that's it for bills, Mayor.
Public comment on agenda items only, Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 3 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The Mayor may defer citizens' comments to the appropriate member of the Board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the Board shall be allowed unless the Mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the Board shall determine that the interests of the quorum and/or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Anybody like to address the Board of Commissioners on agenda items only? Seeing none, move to the Board of Commissioner announcements. Any announcements, Commissioners?
No announcements, just one comment, Mayor. I'd like to commend Commissioner Petracco and the Public Safety Department for their handling of the incident in the school system. And I also like to commend Superintendent Glazer, President Carnicel, and the entire board for the way they reacted to it. It was done in a very professional way. I think it went a long way to calm the fears of the parents, and there were many parents, and still are many parents, who are concerned about the safety of their children, which is very understandable, and their grandchildren. All right, so we're watching. We appreciate everything that you've done together, and we look forward to a final resolution to give us even more peace of mind. So thank you for everything you've done.
Thank you, Mauro. If I could just add one other thing, too, that I didn't add before. I have to tell you, the police department did a great job, but I have to take my hat off to Captain Jerry Green, who heads up our detective bureau. That man never went home Thursday night. He was there all day Friday. Everybody knows it was a holiday weekend. He was in over the weekend. He was in yesterday, and he was constantly, giving me updates of what was going on. And all the detectives also. It wasn't just a one-man band there, but the Detective Bureau, we are very, very fortunate to have them in place. And I just have to give a shout-out to Jerry because he went above and beyond. And our chief, he stayed as well. And I have to tell you, it's, the Nutley Police Department has become the model around the state. With the ESU training for an active shooter, God forbid, or something like that. So, I know that we all get frustrated sometimes with the salaries that are involved and the expenses that go with it and the training and all the equipment. But I have to tell you, if you don't have a safe community, you have nothing. And we have a group of guys now in the Nutley Police Department that really care about the town. So, again, thank you guys for your comments. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Commissioner.
I'll just echo the comments that already have been shared to just not to add more time to the night. But just, again, congratulations and very pleased and very proud to be part of the board that has the dedication that this board has, especially the police department. I just have one real quick one, is to just acknowledge that tomorrow my mother-in-law, Yolanda Ferrata, will celebrate her 101st birthday.
Oh, God bless her.
Happy birthday wishes to
It's a good day to be born.
Yep. We saw that on Facebook, Joe.
Let's go to ordinance introductions. Ordinance number 3380, an ordinance to amend an ordinance codified in the Code of the Township of Nutley, Chapter 532 entitled Rent Control, particularly Article 1, Section 5 and 6. I move that this ordinance be passed to a second reading, advertised in Nutley Sun, together with the notice required by law, and that further consideration of said ordinance for final passage by the Board of Commissioners to be held at its second reading on March 20th, 2018. I move the ordinance.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco? Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Public hearings, Commissioner Petracco.
Yes, I have ordinance number 3380, public hearing tonight. It's an ordinance to amend the ordinance code of chapter 532, entitled, it's ordinance number 3379. This is the ordinance
close.
to amend the ordinance codified in the code of chapter 228, it's entitled Untitled Chapter, particularly Article 5. This is for the street stop and yield signs. And you go to the public hearing?
Anybody like to be heard on ordinance number 3379? Seeing none?
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco? Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
I move the ordinance.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
That's all I have.
Thank you, Commissioner. Resolution. Commissioner Tucci, will you take Commissioner Rogers'
Sure.
resolution?
Whereas the Township of Nutley has determined that certain property no longer needed for public use, and whereas the Local Unit Technology Pilot Program and Study Act, PL 2001-C30, authorizes the sale of surplus personal property no longer needed for public use through the use of an online auction service, excuse me, and whereas the Township of Nutley intends to utilize the online auction services of propertyroom.com, and whereas the sales are being conducted pursuant to the Division of Local Government Services Local Finance Notice 2008-9 and 2008-21R, now therefore be it resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the Township is hereby authorized to sell the surplus personal property at an online auction website entitled propertyroom.com, and 2, the terms and conditions of the agreement entered into between propertyroom.com and the Township of Nutley are available at propertyroom.com and in the Township's clerk's office, and 3, a certified copy of the within resolutions being forwarded by the Township Clerk to the following: A, Director of Public Affairs, and B, the Chief Financial Officer, and Schedule A includes a medical table. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans? Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Shall I continue, Mayor? Sure. Okay, this next resolution is my resolution, and I'm going to read this by title, which we don't typically do. This is a resolution commissioning a study to assess the amount of multifamily housing the Township of Nutley can support and to measure the effect the potential affordable units will have on the Township. Whereas there has been no current study on the impact of residential multifamily housing within the Township relative to the existing water supply, and whereas same is true for the impact on the sewerage system, and whereas same is true relative to the impact on the Township traffic system, and whereas same is true as it relates to public safety, and whereas a qualified health professional needs to investigate and certify that multifamily housing will not present any adverse impact to the citizens of Nutley, and whereas multifamily housing could most definitely add to the existing overcrowding situation in the Nutley Public Schools, and whereas the On3 development plan is still in a state of flux as to exactly what type of multifamily residential development, including affordable units, will eventually emerge, and whereas a specific density per acre is yet to be memorialized in the Township to prevent adverse impact on the aforementioned municipal services/systems, now therefore be it resolved that the Board of Commissioners intend to maintain the nature and character of the Township that we so cherish. Be it further resolved that currently over 2,200 multifamily residential housing units currently exist, excepting what may be pending or filed and could impact life as we presently enjoy it in Nutley, and be it further resolved that said study should be immediately initiated to provide the Board of Commissioners the appropriate professionals to determine the potential impacts residential multifamily housing will have on the Township. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Commissioner.
That's all I have, Mayor.
Yeah, I hope we can look at some of the impact fees that we can have because of the especially sewage and water that's affected, so.
Absolutely.
So
So this way we can assess, if I might just elaborate, we can assess what the impact will be, all right, on these different systems and services, and in fact, put in place impact fees or any other regulations that will further our objectives.
Commissioner Evans.
Thank you, Mayor. Whereas Holy Family Church located at 28 Brookline Avenue, Nutley has submitted an application to code enforcement in order to make interior alterations, whereas the cost of the fee permit for interior alterations was collected in the amount of $1,152, and said amount was deposited in account C 01904-903, and whereas the Township of Nutley has offered to refund the municipal permit fee in the same amount from the said account to Holy Family Church. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley, State of New Jersey, that all permit fees related to the Parish Center for Holy Family Church be refunded. So move.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley in the County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the Treasurer be and she is hereby authorized to refund escrow monies for land use applications in the total amount of $3,500 for the following accounts: Block 5701-1, 5002-7, 9404-17. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye.
Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley that the Treasurer be and she is hereby authorized to refund overpayments of tax charges in the amount of $19,658.94 for the lots and blocks summarized herein. So moved.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Thank you, Mayor.
Aye. Whereas F&S Maintenance LLC, holder of plenary retail consumption license number 0716-33017009, has submitted an application for renewal of said license for the 2017-2018 license term pursuant to the provisions of NJSA 33:1-12.39. And whereas the State of New Jersey Department of Treasury, Division of Taxation, has provided a tax clearance certificate for this said license. And whereas the aforementioned license has paid all required fees and submitted a petition to the Director of the Division of Alcohol Beverage Control for renewal of an inactive license pursuant to NJSA 33:1-12.39. And whereas the Director of the Division of Alcohol Beverage Control has reviewed said special ruling petition and has considered all facts and circumstances related to the inactive status of this license, and has determined that the licensee has established good cause in accordance with the statutory requirements to warrant an application for renewal of plenary retail consumption license number 0716-33017009 for the 2017-2018 license term. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners of the Township of Nutley County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the license be and is hereby renewed for the license period of July 1st, 2017 through June 30th, 2018. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Whereas raffle applications have been received from the following organizations: Holy Family Catholic Church, license number 1118, off-premise 50/50 cash raffle to be held Sunday, September 23rd, 2018. The Melissa A. Centrella Scholarship Fund, license number 1218, on-premise merchandise raffle to be held Friday, April 20, 2018. Rotary Club of Nutley, license number 1318 and 1418, to be held Saturday, April 28, 2018, where the applications have been reviewed and approved by the municipal clerk and the police department. Now therefore be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that the aforementioned licenses are approved, the municipal clerk is authorized to issue the raffle license. I move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. Be resolved by the Board of Commissioners, Township of Nutley, County of Essex, State of New Jersey, that in accordance with provision of RS 48:4-59, the following transfers of 2017 appropriation reserves, being the same, are hereby authorized and approved: from City of Newark Water, $10,000, to Passaic Valley Water, $10,000. Move the resolution.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci?
Aye.
Commissioner Evans?
Aye.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
Mayor Scarpelli?
Aye. That concludes the business portion of our meeting. Madam Clerk?
Yes, Mayor. All persons addressing the Board of Commissioners regarding community concerns should approach the microphone and provide their name and address for the record. Unless further time is granted by the Board, each person shall limit their address to 5 minutes. All remarks to the Board and its individual members must be addressed to the Mayor. The mayor may defer citizens' comments to the appropriate member of the board. Dialogue between citizens and others addressing the board shall be allowed unless the mayor or presiding officer or the majority of the membership of the board shall determine that the interests of decorum and/or the expeditious conduct of municipal business are being adversely affected by such dialogue.
Anybody would like to address the Board of Commissioners this evening? Seeing none?
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Commissioner Tucci? Commissioner
Aye.
Tucci? Commissioner
I
Evans?
can't hear you. Turn up that volume.
I hear no.
Yeah.
Commissioner Petracco?
Aye.
I
Aye.
said aye.
Mayor
Oh,
Scarpelli?
Aye.
I said aye.
The
Good night,
time-
everybody.
The time is 7:39.
I think your ears are plugged.